आपल्या सर्वांना माझ्याकडून रामकृष्ण हरी आणि नमस्ते. आज मला मराठी आणि इंग्लिश आणि हिंदीत मिसळून बोलायचं आहे. या तिन्ही पण माझं मातृभाषा नाही आहे, त्यासाठी ते मिक्स करायचं आहे. पण दोनच गोष्टाच्याबद्दल मला बोलायचं आहे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, आपण नमस्ते बोलतोय ना. नमस्ते शब्दाचा अर्थ काय तुम्हाला माहिती आहे ना? 2 भाग आहे. नमस्तेचे अर्थ काय? नमस्ते म्हणजे मी तुम्हाला नमन करतो आहे. आय बाव डाऊन टू यू. बट देन कोणाला नमन करतो आहे? एम आय बाविंग डाऊन टू युअर डिग्रीज? एम आय बाविंग डाऊन टू युअर एज्युकेशन, युअर एज? एम आय बाविंग डाऊन टू युअर स्टेट ऑफ रेसिडेन्स, युअर प्लेस ऑफ बर्थ? नाही. तुमचं आत जे सुप्रीम कॉन्शियसनेस जे आहे, सुप्रीम कॉन्शियसनेस ब्रह्मन, तुम्हाला माहिती आहे ना, महाराष्ट्राचे राष्ट्रसंत सांगितले जगामध्ये ब्रह्म दिसे उघडे, तुकडोजी महाराज. So that supreme consciousness is that which resides in you, in me, in everything around you. That's exactly what he meant. Jaga dise Brahma dise ugde. And what is that supreme consciousness? We're not talking about some spirit, we're not talking some ghost or something. No. It's exactly what is in Kena Upanishad, written like long time ago, long time ago. Keneshitam patati preshitam manaha. What does that mean? See, Maharaj abhi atat sangitle, jadacha badlal, inert things, non-living things. I am sure, 100% sure, all of you, I'm in a medical college. I'm in a medical college and I'm next to a hospital. I am sure all the doctors here, I'm sure all the professors here will agree that when we talk about non-living things, we're not talking about just stones and, stones and wood. We're talking about this body as well. This is also an inert entity. But kene shitam patati preshitam manaha. What is that spark in you that is making this inert entity move around and speak to all of you? What is that? That is you. Taya putratu vateshwaracha rava jaisa kapuracha changaya mazutuja apanayacha bol aike. Jnana devo mhane tuja maza bol aikane te talhata tali mithi dene zayapari. What does Jnaneshwar Maharaj say in these beautiful verses? Of course, there are 65 verses. Pasastovya hai. But what is he saying in fundamental principle? Tuja maza bol aikane te talhata tali mithi dene zayapari. It's like the palm gripping oneself. You and me are one and the same. You and me are one and the same. I mean, I'm sure you would have questions. We're dressed up differently. We're thinking differently. All that is an artificial construct on top of what we already have done. Whatever we've studied, whatever be the exposure. That is one. अजून एक विचारायचं तुम्हाला, एक गोष्टाच्या बद्दल विचारायचं आहे. या जगात सगळ्यात मोठा प्रश्न काय आहे? कोणता आहे? Can someone please tell me what is the most important question in this whole world? Why do we exist? I actually got the answers already. What is why do we exist? We have why are we here? So many questions, but the most fundamental and the most important question is that of Atma Parichinna Bhranti. Who am I? This who am I, of course, who am I meaning who are you, who am I? But actually the question is not who are you, the question is who am I? When I say I know myself, that means you know yourself. And that's precisely the exact conversation that was, that happened between Yogi Changdev and, Yogi Jnaneshwar Maharaj. Because all of you have to understand, when we say Yogi Changdev, we all know the usual fables. By the way, I just want to let you all know, the world's first ever biography of Yogi Changdev is in this book. You will not find that anywhere online, anywhere, because it's been compiled from Nilobarai Maharaj and multiple sources. There is none right now. It's the most comprehensive commentary and translation of Changdev Pasashti. But then the question is, what are we trying to convey in this? What is Jnaneshwar Maharaj trying to convey in this? Exactly the answer to the question, who am I? Who am I is the fundamental question. Who am I? Am I this body, mind, intellect? Am I this apparatus that is the Sanghata? We call this in Vedanta, we call this Sanghata. Am I the Sanghata? No. as Gethe Maharaj has already given it beautifully, the Parabrahma, you are the Parabrahma. In Vakya Vritti, there is this beautiful verse. So aham ityavadharaya. Hold on to this thought that I am that. Tad brahmeti ityavadharaya. Tad brahma iti. Hold on to that thought that Brahma is you. That Brahma is you. And that is precisely conveyed in the most eloquent and the most beautiful language one can even possibly think of in Changdev Pasashti by Jnaneshwar Maharaj. And I very humbly request all of you to buy this book, not for any other reason, but I'm going to give you the reason now. Because, see, Yogi Changdev was an expert beyond belief. He was the master of all the 4 Vedas. He was the master of all the 64 colors. He practically knew everything. Oh, I'm not joking. You could read that in the biography. He actually knew everything. He could make things appear. He could hypnotize snakes. He could hypnotize tigers. I don't think there is anyone alive in the world who could hypnotize a tiger right now. I don't think there is anyone alive in the world who could hypnotize a snake. But then Yogi Changdev was capable of doing that. But then there was one thing that he was actually lacking. You know what that one thing was? The answer to that question, who am I? The self-knowledge, that self-realization is precisely what we're talking about in this book. And I very humbly request all of you to buy this book and support us. And also, I'll just wind up in about 30 seconds. We as a project, we've come in JVSP, as in Maharaj and I, we've come up with a detailed project of documenting the entire Varkari Sampradaya and making it accessible for everyone across the world. We want to make it accessible for, thank you. You can clap hands now, yes, yeah. So we want to make it accessible to everyone. We want to, because Varkari Sampradaya was, is and will be never restricted to just, the Pune Alandi region. It is actually meant for the whole world. That's exactly why it's Ata Vishwatma Ke Deve. That is actually meant for the whole world. So precisely we want to take it past just one state or one region. It's actually meant for the whole world. So the first task would be to translate it into English. And then we're planning to translate it into multiple other Indian languages first so that everyone can access it. And I humbly bow down, in front of Jnaneshwar Maharaj and before all of you. And, take all of your blessings. And, please seek your blessings for this project. And in the next 5 years, we should actually have Varkari Sampradaya accessible to everyone in the entire world. And thank you so much. Dhanya zalo ata, avaghi chinta varali. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Ram Krishna Hari.